I believe we're going to talk about. This is on his new CD, his CD from Paul Williams. All the way, I'm so honored that you're here, brother. You came, you and your lovely wife from West Virginia, and we're going to find out a little bit more about West Virginia and your life and your ministry and some of the songs God has given you, even from tragedies. And I believe this is one of them. This is called More to Go To. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Paul Williams.
Kitchen, sitting on my grandpa's knee. Sure do miss those family Sunday dinners. Those folks all meant so much to me. Happy times we've shared together. One by one I've had to say goodbye. There's more for me to go to now than there is to leave behind. As I look back on the good times, all the ones no longer here, all the memories of the silent past, I can't help but shed a tear. Still I know there's better waiting for me. I won't be sad when it's my time, 'cause there's more for me to go to now than there is to leave behind. Well, I moved around the country for way too many years. Then I found and married my dad. We shared 20 happy years. Till the speeder on her cell phone took her away from me. I know God works out things for our good, but sometimes it's hard to see. But as I look back on the good times, all the ones are no longer here, all the memories of the silent past, well, I can't help but shed a tear. Still I know there's better waiting for me. I won't be sad when it's my time, 'cause there's more for me to go to now than there is to leave behind. Well, now I'm growing older,
Skies. And do you have where can they find this at? Do you have a website they can order it, or they can go to?
I don't have my own website, but I do. I am on CD Baby, so you can find me on iTunes
Good.
and all that. You can listen on Spotify.
Yeah, or listen on Spotify. But there's some great songs, and before I just really break down and cry, tell me, how'd you get the title to sing it? Well, obviously, because you sing, and you're a cowboy. Are you a legitimate, like cowboy? Did you wrestle cows?
No,
Russell?
I'm more like Roy Rogers cowboy.
Hold your mic close to your mouth.
Yes, I'm sorry.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm more like
Here, and I got
Roy
cologne
Rogers
on, so here,
cowboy.
come a little closer here, so they can see you on the thing. Here you go. Sorry. It's live. It's okay. Warts and all.
Yeah.
Not that you have warts, you know what I'm saying.
No.
But yeah, so what now? You're a cowboy.
Yeah, kind of a cowboy. I'm not a singing cowboy. I don't do well the animals and stuff.
Were you born and raised in West Virginia?
I actually grew up outside of D.C. I left Fairfax County in 1977 when I graduated high school because it was getting too crowded for me.
Oh yeah, I hear you. I grew up in Florida, same way. I feel the same way. So I moved to Branson, love Branson. I think the only other place I lived in Branson was Nashville, and here I am now, Nashville. The only place besides Nashville I live is Branson. So there's only two places, and so until I'm buried somewhere. But so you moved to West Virginia. You and your wife have been married how long since until she passed?
Oh, it was right at 20 years. We had our 20th anniversary, and she's killed in a head-on collision.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
And
That's where this song was birthed out of, right?
Yeah, out of that came most of this album.
Wow.
My life since then, you might say.
Yeah, but you're able to write, thank you, Jesus, and so, because in all things, God works all things together for good. And you said you have a new wife. It's just this past year we're married.
Yeah.
Yes. See, and women make the best wives, don't they?
Oh, yeah. I always said that.
I'm waiting for the rim shot. But no, it's true. And this song that you said, more to go to than what you leave behind. That started getting me, because I think that's the thing about getting older. I don't know how old you are, you don't have to tell, but I'm 55. And I think that's the thing that just really is horrible about getting older. I can deal with the aches and pains, the wrinkles, the losing hair, the whole thing, teeth, whatever. But the hardest thing about getting older, I think, is more people relocate from here to heaven, and you just start missing your friends, and you're missing your family, and
Yeah, we have that to look forward to.
we have that to look forward to, and so there's more to go to. And you did it to me. I knew you would. I'm trying not to, because there used to be a song. My grandma used to sing this, and I can picture Jimmy Swaggart singing it when I was a little boy. Heaven sounding sweeter all the time, and I didn't quite understand that. I'm just a boy.
But you have to grow into that one.
You grow into it for sure. What Must I Do? What's that about?
That was about a relationship that didn't work out, and I felt bad about it.
Yeah, what do you do to make things right, kind of deal?
And
You Live in the Shadow of the Cross. That's a good song there.
that one I didn't write. My good friend R.W. Hampton wrote that. He's a real cowboy now.
He's
out in New Mexico.
Some real cowboys write the Cowboy's Dream.
Yeah, that was another one.
What's the Cowboy's Dream?
Oh, it tells about
Have no cows? Yeah. Or win the Super Bowl, or even the playoffs. Let's talk about the Dallas Cowboys. My favorite team. Sorry.
That's right. Our pastor likes that.
Forgive me.
Of course, he's up there close to Redskin country, so
I know.
he has a rough time.
Yeah. But always joy.
Always
You have to have joy in all situations, right? In my dreams, Wayfaring Stranger. I'm glad you cut that. That's a great song. But tell me that the title song, Shenandoah Skies, this was written because of your wife as well, right?
Yeah,
Your first wife?
we actually took a trip down Skyline Drive, and from pictures that she took along the way, that song kind of came to me, the different things we saw.
Yeah.
In fact, the cover picture on there is one that she took.
Really?
Yeah.
Now this inside, I would guess, it seems like I've been there, by there. Is that Gatlinburg? Is that the...
No, that's either on Skyline Drive or Blue Ridge Parkway.
Oh, this is West Virginia.
Virginia.
I mean, yeah, Virginia, Shendo. Looked just like the place of my wife. I took a picture of going into Gatlinburg or somewhere like that on our 600 show. By the way, we're putting together our 700 show. Lulu and Kim are here, and they're on every 100 show. Sometimes more, but at least for sure every 100 shows. So we're trying to figure out, it was between Cape Cod and the Gulf of Mississippi. And so we think Mississippi might actually win. I don't know. But near water. Anyway, so if you were to leave something with folks from this experience, and now, wait a minute, now, do you sing in churches then? Are you traveling? Or you know?
Well, I sing at other churches anytime I get a chance.
Mm-hmm. Concerts, churches?
So I mainly do my own home church. I lead the singing there.
That's what I was going to ask. Yeah.
And
do a shout out to your church and
hello, Alpine. Woohoo!
Alpine. In where? In West
That's
Virginia?
in Berkeley Springs, West Virginia. Yep.
All right.
On Ice Ridge.
Yes, ridge. So you got ridges and hollers out there, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's beautiful country. I love West. I haven't spent enough time in West Virginia.
I've left there 4 or 5 times and always came back, so I finally decided to stay.
Yeah, that's good. Well, I hope you decide to come back again. If you're doing any new, now how do you know Bobby G. Rice? Bobby G. Rice is here. He and his wife.
After I made my CD, I was looking for somebody to help me promote it, and got led in Bobby's direction. We talked on the phone
He knows.
and met, and yeah, he knows the folks. So.
Oh yeah, he's the man. Love him when he's on the program. Glad he's here today. I'm honored that you're here, Bobby. And honored that you're here. Please come back again. But you want to leave something with the folks, and I think where the Spirit is leading right now at this moment is how do you get from a tragedy like that, a head-on collision, your wife is just ushered into heaven immediately. How do you get past that? How do you sing songs about joy?
It was a rough trip for a while, but
it's a journey, isn't it?
Yeah, with faith, you get past it, and you come to understand it.
Yeah, you really do. And another song my grandma used to sing, "We'll understand it better by and by," right? And then in the suite, there's a lot of by and bys that I didn't understand until I turned 50. Yeah, now I'm starting to get where it seems like the older you get, and I think it's a good thing for Christians, because I don't know how the world does it, because the world can't cope. The world lives in this one world, and they don't have an afterlife. They don't have another world. And it seems like the older I get, and I'm not saying this in a way that I'm more focused on heaven than earth, but where you feel like heaven gets closer and earth seems a little farther away. You know, when you've almost got one foot over there. Does anybody know what I'm talking about out there? I got a studio audience. Does anybody know that the closer you get, and I don't know how the world, if you don't know Jesus, I want to share a little bit about you. You've got to know Jesus. And when you know Jesus, you have that promise. You have a promise that you're going to see your wife again. I have a promise I'm going to see my mom and daddy again, my grandparents, and all those, some of my friends that have gone on in just this past year. I have a little great niece that was not even, was just a month and 2 days old, and passed away in its crib. And all of us will have that great reunion. So if you don't know Jesus, would you know him today? Find him in a real way. And I'm going to have our next guest come and sing a song for us. We have a pastor